What is up, y'all? Welcome to episode 6 of the Restored Geeks Podcast. Because I made a mistake last week and said it was episode 4. It was actually episode 5. So this one's episode 6. My name is Tristan.
I'm Chandler.
Yes, sir. We'll get into it this week. We're going to be talking about God's wisdom and Avatar The Last Airbender. How do those two things go together? Well, stay tuned and find out. Anyway, let's talk about the games we've been playing this week. I have only played Mario Kart with you. So
That's pathetic.
yeah. Now, every time I make a schedule, we always have to do like something like we have things come up where we have to go somewhere, all that. So I'm going to, which is not bad, because I'm talking about like when we went to Mama's or Nana's and all.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, but I'm going to like really try to get on the schedule of, because I am going to be Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That game is amazing so far, and it deserves to be beaten. So, yes. What about you?
I've been mostly just playing Warframe
Warframe?
because I just pop on, do a couple of missions, go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I played a little bit of Warframe. I've actually mostly been playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 4,
Yes.
grinding up my characters because that's one of those games that I come home from work, I do my homework, I got like 30 minutes before I need to go to sleep. So I just sit down, do a game, and then go to sleep.
Yes. Nice. Well, so is the One Piece game actually good?
It's, do you know what Dynasty Warriors is?
Yes.
It's made by the same people. It's that
Really?
it's that game, but One Piece characters.
So it's
I
not
like it.
it's not like that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game we were playing, where it's like a fighting game.
No,
Oh.
no. One Piece has a ton of different genres. Like right now, the one that I really want to play is called World Seeker, because it's a open-ended kind of actual RPG, not RPG, but action adventure game. Like it'd be more like it's like God of War.
God of War. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You know what that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game reminded me of?
But
Do you remember that Tom and Jerry fighting game?
I love that game.
Yeah. I think we still have it. We just don't have a PS2.
Yeah, the PS2 got fried.
Yeah. I don't know if the PS5 with a disc will play it. I don't know if it's backwards compatible.
I don't know.
Never tried that out, but yeah, that's what that reminded me of, where you can just go around and pick up objects and hit your opponent with it. That's fun.
And then the one mission that none of us could ever get past with a robotic cat.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid.
Yes. Yeah. I remember. Well, I know you played Dest.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did with Jason.
It showed on Discord that you were playing Destiny. That's why. That's the only reason.
Yeah, we ran through all 3 dungeons back to back to get the quest done, and in Bungie fashion, they made me really mad, and I nearly put a hole in my wall.
I was going to send a meme to you about, like, just stop playing it.
Because we spent, I'd say, 6 hours of this stream doing those dungeons back to back to back on eternity difficulty, and
Yeah.
the reward for doing that was 1 currency.
Yeah, that's the reason why I stopped playing it. One of the many
250 to get an item. No, it's not that they're not rewarding you. Like right now, they're rewarding you a lot. There's a ton of loot and stuff like that. The quest itself was a joke quest.
A joke quest?
Bungie thought it was funny.
But Bungie, you've already wasted enough of our times. Don't waste more of it.
Yeah, you're not in the position to be funny.
Yeah, exactly. Finish
Now, I
the
will
daggone
be-
story.
I will be doing
Flesh it out.
I will be doing a video, probably a quick review of the changes and stuff coming with the new expansion Tuesday.
Mhm.
As of recording this, it's Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday
Yeah.
that the expansion releases, because all they've said is good,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because they're going back to the Destiny 1 way of playing, where it's not clock in, oops, you've done everything, now you gotta clock out and clock back in later. Nope, they're just going to have everything unlocked and allow you to go for it. So there's a ton of changes coming. If I
Yeah.
tried to list them all now, this podcast would be over an hour long of me listing the changes.
Oh, wow.
So I'll have a video on it after.
Now, they're going to keep the what are they called? The dead zones, where, I don't know if they're called the dead zones.
See,
You know what I'm talking
you're talking about the landing zones, right?
No, where if you got to do a mission, it takes you into your own private server.
Yes.
Okay.
Easily.
The Fallout 76 not doing that was the worst gaming experience I've ever had. Because remember, I went to try and do that
mission. Yeah.
Every time. I had to keep server hopping to get...
I was kind of thinking, did they do that in Destiny 1? There's only one mission that there's only one mission I know of that required you to kill an enemy that other players could kill.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. Destiny had that enemy respawn every 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Friggin' Fallout had like an hour timer for that guy to respawn.
Yeah, and I wasn't waiting.
Exactly.
Server hop. I don't know, because I server hopped for like 2 hours. Remember that? It was terrible. It was horrible.
After the because Fallout 76 is not actually that bad now.
Yeah.
But I still don't know that I recommend it.
Yeah.
But after that,
I don't really care.
After their big title update that changed the story, that stuff was removed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Destiny 1 roots, I'm excited for that, but I'll have a more like thorough talk on it when it actually comes out.
Yeah. Yep. Nice.
So it's going to be on the Dorathian channel. It won't be on this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also may have a short video on Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I'll probably be playing that this week as well.
Wait, that comes out this week?
Yeah, the new Donkey Kong Country.
Bruh, I may have to watch y'all play that.
Me, because it's Switch 2 only.
Yeah, true. I said y'all, and you're the only one with us. So, all right, with that, I guess we'll get into the gaming news, which we have a few. Yeah, when it comes to news this week, it's been dry. Everybody's been all about that Epstein stuff.
Yeah, that and trashing on a YouTuber who won't be named.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about...
We're not joining in that, but
we'll be talking about, like, the meta on that.
Yeah.
So to start off with, EA has high hopes for player count in Battlefield 6. Yeah, we'll see, EA. In Battlefield 6, I'm hoping it'll be great, because I do like Battlefield 4 and 3 and, what was that one?
Bad Company.
Bad Company 2. I do adore those games, and I don't know, Battlefield 1 was good as well. It just wasn't my thing after a while. Well, we'll see. I want Battlefield 6 to be good, but after 2042, I'm not getting hopes up at all.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Especially if they try to do the friggin' hero system again. Stop it. Just let me build my loadout.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Next up, 3 Ubisoft employees were apparently found guilty of enabling sexual harassment culture in their company, though they were given suspended sentences. So, yeah, 3 of them were, so that stuff has proven to actually have been true in the Ubisoft work system, which is terrible. Obviously, we are not for that. They deserve to get whatever is coming to them when it comes to punishment on that, because that's not okay. People should be able to go to work and feel safe when they're at work.
Yeah.
And not get farted on, literally. There's stuff going on like that, apparently.
Cube crawling?
Yeah, cube crawling and all that. This is just speculation, but I know that this apparently has happened in some big companies, but possibly, like, they have to do some things in order to go up the ladder, if you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
So, yeah, hopefully all that gets exposed and all that gets taken out of the gaming industry. Just no industry needs that. Next up, we have Stop Killing Games petition reaches a signature milestone of, like, what was it? You said like 1.3 million?
I thought it was at 1.2.
1.2?
But the main milestone was they got to the million.
Yeah, they reaches a signature milestone, but the validity of some of the signatures are called into question, which...
Yeah, we're currently at 1.3 million.
Yeah. But yeah, they're called into question. I don't know. Are they thinking that some of it's AI?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're thinking, right now they're trying to make sure that they're all from the EU, because there's a chance that there's Americans VPNing to the EU to sign it.
Yeah.
And the reason that's important is the European Union does not care about America or anything else. They only want to see the signatures from the EU itself. Although I don't know that this is going to do anything, but
yeah,
it did. There was part of that news story. I don't know if you have it on there. There was a couple game companies that are already whining and crying about it.
Mm-hmm.
But people who won't be named have been trying to say that it's unfair to big companies that they have to keep a server running for these online games all the time. That's not what we want.
Yeah.
The Stop Killing Games initiative is mostly for... Actually, I don't know if it's mostly. I don't know a lot on it. But here's the one thing I do know from it is from watching part of Some Ordinary Gamer's video on it, is that they want these online games, stuff like Destiny or Warframe, to have the ability to be played after they've been shut down, so you don't lose everything you had.
Yeah.
And with that, these big servers and stuff, it would just stop. It's mostly going to stop companies from keeping the game server side. They will have to actually have you download game and stuff like that. And then having like maybe peer-to-peer connection, not full server base.
Right.
And that's just part of the initiative.
Yes.
So, but do I think that all the companies are just going to up and do that? Probably not.
No, that's the one thing I want to bring up. Petitions mean nothing. I've never seen a petition actually like go through. I don't know why we do them. I guess it's just to show that there's a mass majority of people that want something. But
to be entirely honest, a government telling you need petition signed is more of the government saying, "Okay, buddy, you go get these signatures and we'll help you out." And then they leave and they're like, stupid.
Yeah.
They ain't coming back.
Idiot.
Yeah, I got them out of my office.
Yeah, because these companies do not care about the petitions. The petitions do not speak. What speaks is money. So if you want them to stop killing the games and stop buying these crappy games that come out, stop supporting live services and all that.
And the disclaimer here is we do support the petition.
Mm-hmm. We support what they want.
Yeah. We support what they want.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to do anything.
It's not going to do anything.
Because I'm pretty sure, didn't we not have a petition to stop loot boxes at one point that got ignored?
Yes.
Yeah.
People had a petition to redo Game of Thrones Season 8. Nothing happened.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Season 8, now we need to go back to Season 5, start from there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You would have to go back to Season 5 and start rewriting things from all the way back.
If you just redid Season 8, it would be a Rise of Skywalker situation where the guy comes back and is trying to fix what happened to the previous one.
Yeah, what's his name? Ned Stark just rises from the dead. Just completely destroying the consequences of his death.
Oh yeah, he's on a spike at King Landing.
Yes. All right, so yeah, that's going on. I mean, I would like what Stop Killing Games is wanting to go through, but again, petitions do nothing. So
yeah,
it's a pipe dream. What really speaks is money. That's the only thing that speaks to them. So for the last one that I've got, so Microsoft had mass layoffs, and just going through a couple of games that people were excited for, but they've been just axed because of these mass layoffs. Perfect Dark, it was like I don't know if it was a remake or but more of like what would you call Modern Warfare? Because it's not a remake, it's not a redo, I guess.
Yeah,
you would call it. It's more of like just kind of like a redo. Where I don't know. Do you know what Perfect Dark is?
Yes.
It was a N64 game. It was like a cult classic.
It's basically like those 007 games.
Yeah. It was a cult classic. It had like a niche, well, not really niche, but just had like a really dedicated following to it. So yeah, and people were looking forward to that. Well, that's axed. So no more. Then there was a game called
screw yourself, Microsoft.
Yeah. Then there was a game called Everwild that apparently a lot of people were excited about.
Oh no, you want to talk about freaking Microsoft?
And that was axed as well. So
hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
They need workers, apparently.
Then why'd you lay them off?
I'll show, if you don't, since no one can see it.
Yeah.
I got a message on LinkedIn from Microsoft about possibly applying for a remote job as a developer. Why'd you lay them off?
Exactly. Well, it's just like you'll see like Ubisoft lay people off.
And then listings,
post we need developers.
I do know why they do that.
Yeah.
And it's because these people who've been working there, they're owed more.
Yeah.
Owed more money.
They don't want to give
it to them, so they'll fire them and then hire someone else and underpay them.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It is.
When you have now one good thing I can say about Nintendo is you had that one. I don't think it was the CEO. It was one of the higher ups that actually took a pay.
It's the guy who took a pay. It was the guy who was overseeing the launch of the Wii U.
Yeah, he took a pay cut because the Wii U flopped.
Yeah.
And to pay everybody that worked on it. That's what we need. We don't need what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that is the gaming news for this week. We'll now move on to movies. I've not seen a movie. Well, no, that actually I did. Have you seen a movie?
Did I?
Did you?
It's a good question. I mean, technically, we watched a movie yesterday, but it was 4 episodes of Avatar.
Yeah, that wasn't a movie. That wasn't a movie. I watched a movie, last weekend. It was called Ballerina. It's basically female John Wick. Now, at first...
Wokerina?
Okay.
Woker Witch?
At first, when people see that, they may, in our climate nowadays, they may be like, oh, here we go, female boss.
I wouldn't expect it to be anything spectacular, but if it was just more John Wick, then it was probably pretty good.
Yeah. It's nothing like great. I don't like putting numbers to things, but if I had to put a number to it, I'll probably give it like a 6 or a 7. Because it is actually, they actually account for the fact that she's a female. So, because she starts off trying to fight men who are like 200 plus pounds, and she can't. She constantly gets knocked down. And then one of the leaders, I forgot what her name was, in the Continental thing that they're in, tells her to fight like, quote, fight like a girl. After that, she starts actually doing things that like a female would have to do when she comes across.
Like pull a gun.
Pull a gun out, hit them in the nuts, literally, she does that. Grab items, hit them with it, she shanks them, like, in their neck, all that. So, yeah, they actually account for the fact that she's a female, and it actually is not, I would not consider it a female boss woke movie, because they actually, like, she actually fights the way that a female would actually have to fight in that situation. Spoiler warning, if for anybody that wants to see it, 5 seconds. She fights John Wick at the end and gets her butt handed to her at the end of it. But John Wick doesn't end up killing her, though. So he ends up, like, going off and all that. So, I mean, it's actually a fairly entertaining movie, and it's fairly, solidly written. So, yeah, I actually recommend it. It does have some gory parts to it, but it's really good. So, yeah. With that, I don't really have movie news because there wasn't much out. I mean, you got Superman that's out. I've heard that it's basically just, it's mess. It's mid. I don't care. I really don't. If you're a fan of Superman, cool. This is superhero movie 1285.
Yeah, ultimately, I find Superman to be a very boring superhero anyway.
Yeah, because there's no stakes when you're that powerful.
Yeah, and every movie has to have a MacGuffin, so.
Yeah. It's the reason why I find Omni-Man and all of them more interesting. Because they're flawed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's out. Yeah, Fantastic Four coming out.
No one cares.
Yeah, it's superhero movie 1286. I don't care. Other than that, that's about it. What?
Say that again. It's fantastic. Say it again.
Minus 2.
It's when Mr. Fantastic had dementia.
Yes. But yeah, that's all I got for movies. Let's now move into TV shows. We've got one that we'll talk about in biblical analysis. Have you watched anything else other than what we
One Piece.
Of course you have.
And My Hero Academia.
What? What kind of why have you gone the way of the weeb?
I mean, technically, I did watch the first episode of Dawn to Dawn, but I don't know.
I will watch that.
I'm not going to say anything till he sees it because I'm not giving anything away.
I will watch that, and we will talk about that. So
yes,
soon. I don't know when, but soon. Yeah. What? My Hero Academia. Come on now. Come on. Why are you going the way of the weeb? No, you know that statistic came out that said that like 50% of the media watchers are watch anime now.
Nice.
Anime is now no longer the the thing that a lot of us got made fun of for watching. It's actually now become popular. So cool. But with that, slop will probably come out now. Watch. We'll have American animes and they will be complete garbage.
Yep.
So yeah, of course, Breaking Bad.
I mean, we technically got one with the Royal Harem thing.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, I do not recommend.
He was bad.
Yeah. That was an actual girl boss woke thing. I don't like using the term woke, but that was a straight up like shit. Like her and what's her name from Rings of Power?
Galadriel.
Yeah, they were just like perfect female, like they can beat anybody type thing. And it's so like on the nose and so corny. But anyway, yeah, Breaking Bad. Been watching my 4K Blu-ray. I'm on season 4, which I think season 4 is in my top like 5 to 30 favorite seasons of television of all time. I think season 4 is extremely good. It starts off wild with the first episode, the box cutter episode.
Yeah.
I skipped through that scene because it's rough to watch. But it's a very tense scene as well because Gus grabs the box cutter and just walks around Walt and Jesse and all of them, and they, especially when you first watch it, you have to watch it.
He walks around and then he walks up to Walt and he just says, "Never let him know your next move."
Does he actually say that?
No.
Oh,
it's a joke.
I was about to say.
He doesn't say a word.
No, he doesn't say.
He doesn't say anything till he gets back to the top. He's like, "Well, get back to work."
Yep.
Even Mike was sitting there like, "Oh Lord, what did I get into?"
Mike's standing there like he can do that to me next. So yeah, I've been watching that, and that's about and then we watched the ones that we get into the biblical analysis on. When it comes to TV show news, I don't really have anything other than, we talked about last week the Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2 coming out. Well, it's in the works. Don't know when that's going to come out. Seems like it's going to be an anthology, which is fine. That means they can do whatever they want, unless they break. Did they establish any kind of like rules with like the world of what I forgot, Night City, with in Cyberpunk Edge Runners 1?
No,
because then I guess that means they can do whatever they want. Because with anthologies, there's brand new characters, so you're not continuing like characters and thematic through lines and all that. So they can make a whole different story with this one. So, and I have yet to watch season 1 of that. So, which I will soon and talk about it whenever I do. So, and then you got that Iron Heart.
no one cares.
Out and
no one.
If you want a real good laugh, go watch Mahler and them's EFAP on the Iron Heart. They have an entire almost 2-hour segment where they just talk about cheese, and they do a movie trivia because they really do not want to talk about Iron Heart. It's hilarious. Vulgar. So for our fellow Christians listening, just know that they curse and they have quite a bit of vulgar jokes, but if you can handle that, it's hilarious to watch. With that being said, we'll now get into the main topic, which is our biblical analysis on Avatar The Last Airbender, which I know, it's a hugely beloved series. We watched the Sozens comment, I think is how you say it, last night. It was the last 4 episodes. Netflix has decided to scrunch them together instead of have them be like individual episodes. So it's like an hour and 30. It's basically a movie is what it is. And just give thoughts on it before we get into the analysis. I think it is. I think it's a masterpiece. It's what?
You get mad. This is how Vi and Jinx fight should have gone.
Yes. Take out Zuko and what's her name?
Azula.
Azula, yeah, Zuko and Azula is how Vi and Jinx should have went in Arcane Season 2. But that didn't happen. Anyway, I'm not ripping that Band-Aid off again.
The scab.
Yeah, I'm not.
It was healing.
Yes, I'm not ripping that scab off again.
You're scratching at it. Quit.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, it's fantastic. Zuko might be up there in one of my favorite characters of all time because I love his arc through how he goes from villain to hero. I love that. Of course, you got Uncle Iroh. He's everybody's uncle.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, it's fantastic. I don't think it's perfect. Now it is a kid's show, so there are some leeway that you give with it when it comes to contrivances and I don't think there's any plot holes. I don't remember seeing any plot holes in it. It's pretty tight and consistent when it comes to telling a story. However, it does have like contrivances and plot devices in it, so it's not like perfect. But some of it, like I said, like I was alluding to, it has leeway. I give it leeway. I'm not going to treat it like how I would treat Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad is not something that you handle with kiddie gloves. Breaking Bad is something that's like you can dive into it and try and scrutinize the heck out of it, but it still stands like very strongly. And it's also an adult show. But this Avatar The Last Airbender is a kid's show, so there is some leeway you give to it. But I will say that turtle just coming up out of nowhere, or the lion turtle thing.
Yeah, the lion turtle that shows up out of nowhere and manages to teach a very, very vital power.
Yes.
In 0.2 seconds.
Yeah. I will say that's a plot convenience.
Yeah.
A plot device that's a very, very convenient. However, I will say that the rest of the show is so strong that it forgives that. Would you say that?
Yeah.
So I would still consider it to be a masterpiece, even though because that's how, spoiler warning, that's how he defeats, I want to say Muzan. That's not his name.
No.
Ozai.
Ozai.
Fire Lord Ozai. So yeah, it's fantastic. And so doing this biblical analysis, I am not going to go through the entire plot because Avatar The Last Airbender is quite possibly the most complex kids piece of media I think I've ever seen. It is literally one step away from being like Arcane and Attack on Titan ensemble character complex web of stories. It's like one step away from that. So the big thing I'm going to look at in this biblical analysis is Aang. First off, there's a lot of things you could talk about. I mean, you could talk about Zuko and Iroh and how they, struggle with being a part of the Fire Nation and how they do not. Especially Iroh starts off not being for what's going on, but Zuko the more it goes, the less and less he's for what his father is doing.
Yeah, at first he wanted to, because this goes into the theme that we're talking about of growing up.
Yes, yeah.
He at first wanted nothing more but the approval of his father.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
And he was willing to kill for it.
Yeah. So you could talk. You could spend an hour talking about that. But main thing we're going to look at is Aang and how he is. He starts off being thrusted into this world of him being the Avatar, the chosen one, and him having the burden put on. Well, the burden is put on him that he has to defeat the Fire Lord.
Yeah.
Because the Fire Lord is going to rise up and he's going to use that Sozon's comet to basically overtake the world. And Aang, he's a child. Like, how old is he? Does it ever say how old he is?
13?
13 years old? 12? 13?
12.
Yeah. So he's 12 years old and he's got this like huge burden put on him that he has to like defeat the fire. He's got he's an airbender, so he's mastered airbending already, but he has to learn firebending, waterbending, and earthbending.
And due to I would say it's due to the events that, isn't it because they attacked the Air Nation knowing that Ozai's grandfather attacked the Air Nation to get rid of the Avatar before.
Yeah.
Because they knew it would be an airbender next.
Yeah.
And then Aang went psycho mode, air thing, and trapped himself in ice.
Yeah.
So due to that, He's got very little time.
Yes, yeah. And he's actually like 100 some years old.
Yeah.
He's 13 because he got trapped in ice. Remember when they bust him out? They're like, they take Aang goes to the air temple, and then he realizes all of them are like not there. And then Katara is like, how long have you been frozen?
I was gonna say, oh, it's not Ozai's dad, it's Ozai's granddad, so 100 years makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And so, the whole story of the show, it goes throughout him learning, earth bending, water bending.
Learning's a strong word for it.
Yeah, it's more of like they go through shenanigans and then he learns it in the finale.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, yeah. But again, it's a kid's show, so I give it some leeway on that.
A lot of the show revolves around him wanting to be a kid.
Yeah.
And do kid things.
Yeah, and the character writing is so strong that I think it forgives a lot of that. But the big thing that really stands out is at the end, the finale of the series, he struggles with killing Ozai.
Yep.
Like everybody is telling him that he basically has to kill Ozai. I mean, even Zuko is telling him that he needs to eliminate his father. And they go to do that like reenactment where they're trying to, like, what's his name? Makes that melon
Lord.
The Melon Lord. And so Aang goes to strike it, but he can't. He stops. And the entire thing is that it's because he's a human. And humans have that dignity to them, which from a biblical perspective, we as Christians see, like God in the Bible gives humans, we're created in his image.
Yeah.
And so we all are given that dignity. So that's how we would see that. And he struggles hard with that. And then this is when he like goes off. He's like summoned. I don't really even know what goes on in that scene where he just wakes up and goes off to the turtle lion. That's
contrivance.
Yeah.
But you just give it. Let it happen.
Yeah. So he goes off to that turtle lion thing, and and he's seeking for wisdom.
Yeah.
That's what he's seeking. And so he like sits and meditates and kind of like conjures the different spirits of
the past avatars.
Yeah, the past avatars. And
they give very unhelpful advice.
Well, yeah, they give vague advice, but just about every single one of them, basically tell him that he needs to do whatever it takes to defeat Ozai and save the entire world. But he is still struggling with wanting to kill Ozai because Ozai is a human.
Yeah.
And then that's when the turtle line thingy, shows him that power of, what exactly was it? It's like touching their head, touching their heart.
He says in the old days they never bended or used the elements; they used the energy within.
Yeah.
That's all he says.
In the old days, so apparently it was like before the avatars.
Yeah.
And all that. Well, he said before the era of the avatars, something along those lines. And that's what Aang gets into the fight with Ozai. And he ends up using that. And so from there, how I process that is the whole thing with wisdom, that the Bible talks about there are basically two, avenues of wisdom that we get stuff from, either God or the world. And the world has all kinds of, different, crap that sometimes it may align with God's wisdom because we as humans, we have God, as the Bible says, we have God's law written on our hearts.
Yeah.
So you'll have people that even if they don't believe in God, they will still, we as Christians believe that they still have God's law written on their hearts. So they can still make wise choices that align with God's wisdom, his standard.
Yeah.
So then of course you have God's wisdom, which is his standard in the Bible. And that is what we as Christians are called to go by, not by the world standard. That anytime we hear wisdom, and I'm doing air quotes, be taught by any non-Christian? Well, just to anybody, not just non-Christians. We as Christians can sometimes, we're not perfect. We can sometimes fall into giving worldly wisdom.
Yeah.
Whenever we, just out of just ignorance sometimes. But anytime wisdom is given to us, we are to filter it through God's word, through God's wisdom. And so in the Bible, it's the entire reason why we have the book of Proverbs. There are entire books in the Bible, and together they're called wisdom literature. It's Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Well, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon. We're going to forget the Song of Solomon because that's mostly for like married people. And if you understand what Solomon is saying in that, it'll make you blush. What he's meaning in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You have Ecclesiastes, you have Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Proverbs is an entire book on wisdom. It's God's wisdom. It's Solomon, other wise sages during that time, giving wisdom to like their sons, due to them being, the leaders of God's people. It was, the Holy Spirit was the one that was leading them and making that and creating those wisdoms creating those wisdom sayings to then be written down and that we go by nowadays. That's what we as Christians are called to go by. Ecclesiastes is an entire book where Ecclesiastes is personally my favorite book in the Bible because it's Solomon being brutally honest about the world, that the world sucks. And he basically comes to the conclusion in that book that there are two ways of looking at the world. One, nihilism. Nothing matters, everything sucks. We might as well just go and lay down with the rocks on the side of the road and wither up and die. Or two, there is a God and there is a creator. And he created, and that creator created the world, and we are to live for him.
Yeah.
For that creator. And of course, the whole point of Ecclesiastes is to see that the latter is correct and to go by that. And Ecclesiastes, he talks about how everything is meaningless unless there is a creator. And that's the kind of wisdom we are called to go by. We are not called to take in any kind of wisdom that is against God's wisdom. We are called, again, like I said earlier, any wisdom, that doesn't mean that there isn't wisdom that even non-Christians or even people from other religions can't give. It's that we are to filter it through God's wisdom. That's how we are to do. And that's essentially what we are doing with our biblical analysis. Is we're taking the themes from stories, both good and bad stories that we like and stories that we don't like. There'll be some stories that, I think I said this in the Berserk analysis, that there'll be some stories that we strongly disagree with and we might not even like, but we use it as like a talking tool to like show like this is not how this works. Is you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like a good example of that would be like the movie Pleasantville. It's got a really dumb premise, but we may talk about like a story like that and talk about how it's like wrong. But yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. And how this ties into Avatar The Last Airbender with there is that Aang was struggling with wanting to kill Ozai, and he was struggling with wanting to get wisdom, and he got wisdom from the past avatars. And for us, we know where we get our wisdom from, like indefinitely, which is God's word.
Yeah.
That's where we go to. And just to have a conversation, 'cause I think it'd be interesting. What would you say about killing one person to save millions?
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. That's what Aang struggles with. And he doesn't want to kill Ozai because he sees him as a human, and he's correct. Ozai is a human. In our reality, we would have to see, like, let's take Hitler, for instance. I do believe that Hitler needed to be wiped out. He needed to go.
Yep.
However, he was still a human. We would still see him as a human created in the image of God. However, he did not see other people as humans created in the image of God. And it's either kill him and save millions, or not kill him because he's a human created in the image of God, but he kills millions of other humans created in the image of God. So, like, even the Bible itself, like, there's never really like a command that, if one person is killing millions, then thou shalt kill that one person. There's never really a command like that, but it is implied through God's wisdom throughout the Bible that there is, I think even Frank Turek, who is a Christian apologist, he even has a thing on this. I forgot exactly what he called it, but he talked about how there's like higher morality and lower morality depending on the situation. Where like if you're a spy in a Nazi camp and you're trying to take out the leaders of that camp to stop the entire camp from happening. However, as you're spying through there, you come across somebody who's getting tortured. Do you blow your cover just to save that person who's being tortured, or do you continue on your mission to take out to completely dismantle the entire camp? The better thing to do in that situation, even we as Christians would believe through God's wisdom, is take out the leaders in that camp. Because what you're saving a lot more people than that. Whereas if you were to go to, and obviously we'd have a whole hour discussion on this, on that, because it's a complex morality thing, which is why I really like Avatar The Last Airbender. It strikes like probably the most perfect balance I've seen a kid's show, a kid's piece of media strike, of being complex while also being accessible for kids to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And not being unnecessarily edgy either. But yeah, like if you were to go and try and save that person being tortured, you would blow your cover, and then that camp would probably take you out, and then that camp would still just run and continue to hurt millions of people. So yeah, that's how I process that on Avatar The Last Airbender. There's a whole lot of other things you could have. There's a whole lot of other discussions you can have on that show. It's, like I said, it's one of the most complex kids shows out there. And we may even come back to it later on and have a different discussion on a different theme, because there's all kinds of different themes on it. So, yeah, but that's the one we wanted to talk about for this one. Highly recommend it. Yes, it's Avatar The Last Airbender. It's one of those kids' medias that is the entire reason why I cannot stand it when people say on things like the Minecraft movie.
It's a kid's movie.
It's a kid's movie. It's supposed to be dumb. Avatar The Last Airbender exists. Toy Story 1 and 2 exist. The Lion King exists. Please be quiet. Go sit down. Like, demand better quality, dadgummit. But yeah, and we as Christians should get our wisdom from God through His Word, and His Word being rightly preached and taught. So, yeah. That's how we process that theme from Avatar The Last Airbender from a biblical perspective. Anyway, what do y'all think? Let us know y'all's thoughts in the comments down below. If y'all like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you really like what we do and want to support us more, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out greatly. Thank y'all for watching or listening. We love y'all. God bless y'all, and we will see you all next time. Peace.